for VP. Neo investing in the utility for Kevlar. And over on Astralis, they're looking for a brawl. Nothing but Kevlar here for the Danes.
That's very interesting. There's also no diffuse kit picked up at all on the VP side, so I'm wondering about that. Looks like they're going to be running in the monster tunnel right into the B-bomb side. Taz waiting on the other side. He's let a lot of people through, but Bialy's there as well, landing more headshots. Finally, they get the refrag in, but Astralis, is it too late? They're a man down, and the whole rotation is going to be in for Virtus.Pro. They are certainly ready. The glaive goes down. Kirby as well. It leaves Device 1-on-3, and right behind him, he can't even escape. It's Snacks there, and Taz to pick up another triple kill. Headshots all around. That is a great start for Virtus.Pro.
Very similar to what we saw on Nuke. T side, Astralis went for the rush. They went out for the bully tactic, just going straight in for a head-on fight, and they got completely rocked by VP. Exact same situation here for Virtus.Pro. They put 2 players in mid, but not overcommitting, just as an early warning system in case Astralis were trying to slow play map control towards A, and then 3 players hard on the defense for B. It couldn't have worked out more perfectly for VP there. Great call from Neo.
But it definitely was, as soon as, the problem when that kind of rush is coming in and it's the pistol round, when you're Taz playing by the barrels and you let 3 or 4 people in without killing anyone, that's actually a very good position for Astralis to be in, because they can just have one guy holding the barrels while the rest are looking to the ramp. And Bialy, who came in with the first kill there, should have been, you know, facing a firing squad essentially, because they don't have to worry that much about Taz anymore. But it seemed like Bialy was just too quick, and as soon as that happened, you can tell the whole thing just fell apart there.
It's just getting the shots. Taz staying alive is such a huge threat. It's just, now we have to see, it is slow play coming in from Astralis this time around. Map control spread out all over the place, and in fact, they have everything now. So they get to kind of pick and choose where they want to go. They have, the only place they haven't actually explored, sewers and restrooms. But long and mid, they have control of. Connector as well. They should be able to rotate up quick if they want to snap back around, but it's looking like it is going to be that B site hit. 3 smokes here for Astralis as well, so they actually have some utility to make use of.
Yeah, and given the position that VP is in right now, positionally on the B-bomb side, this could be a really good attack. Bialy tries to fall back there. I think that's the reasonable choice. There's no reason to try and fight everyone. That flashbang was very good. It flashed all 4 of the terrorists in the tunnel, but Bialy still goes down now. Taz trying to see if he can stay alive. Oh, how does that connect? Sip with a quick double kill there from the Tech-9, and now they're trying to get on. Snacks is going to get dropped as well. That's a 3rd kill from the Tech-9. Sipnik's winning this round with just 1 kill at a time, and that just works out so well. Even if Bialy actually did the right thing in falling back, he still could not stay alive.
Oh, Snacks, yeah. Like, that's a tough scenario there between the 2 of them, because you just get caught out in the open. You're kind of trying to make up your mind which way is it going to go. You got the late warning there with the 3 smokes coming in, and by that time, Astralis are already rushing through Monster. So they had a great anti-flash, yes, VP. They tried to stumble Astralis, but it wasn't enough. Pasha looks like he'll actually be able to survive this round. So they'll have a UMP, HE, 2 flashes to work with in the next round here on VP's side, and it should be the force buy coming in from VP. Don't let them run away with this. If you are Virtus.Pro, you need to take the fight back to Astralis immediately.
Again, power play coming out of the Danish side. They didn't get the bomb plant first round. You had to expect that they would try something like this, but look, this random shot here from Sip, that's unbelievable. The flashbang just slows him down from it. He's still going to get this kill on Snacks here. That's just unbelievable.
That's disgusting. But sure enough, force buy coming in for VP. CZs, Deagles, and the UMP that Pasha was able to save, and quite a bit of utility on Pasha, in fact. The only one really being able to invest into it, but they have a kit in play now, VP, as well. So, Astralis, they went for the straight rush on B for the pistol. They delayed it in the 2nd round. Now, we're back to standard stuff for Astralis. Spread out and looking to see what kind of defense they're about to run into here.
Deagle over at long. I kind of like this from Snacks. The flashbang does make it very hard for him to hit that shot, but now Device at least knows that that Deagle is in play, so it's fairly common that you try and go A long on the T side if you think you're up against not rifles, but this time they are just slowly taking over control. The restrooms and the connector here. Astralis is not in any hurry at the moment. Any of these positions could be quite valuable for Virtus.Pro. Bialy as well. They forget to check the corner. Flashbang is in. Sipnix does not forget.
Sipnix way too thorough. Just gets the flash, checks right, gets the kill. Bit of a missed nade there, but it doesn't really matter. That's smoke. Providing enough room here for Virtus.Pro to put some shots through without too much of a risk. Although Pasha just decides to go charging through. No fear from him, but that will cost him. He's going to get caught. Taz, though, there to get the drop on Dupree, and now he has an M4 to play with. 2 players in connector, soon to be 3, and he decides to go for the fight anyways. Kjærby annihilates him, and it's a 2-man advantage now. 3-man.
I want to see that grenade again. I'm not sure if that was a missed grenade.
Oh, maybe it bounces back to check the angle. You're right, that could be sick.
I'd like to see that again, actually. It could have been a grenade for the bomb side and it just caught the wall, but it did look like that bounce was actually very impressive. So Neo, obviously not much that he can do. I think Taz was in a tough position because he can't obviously stay where he is. Then he's just out in the open, but he also had the bomb and the rifles. I think he just wanted to try and see if he could fight on that stairwell. Neo creeping around the deagle. Probably best if he could just find him a rifle, maybe? He knows where it is.
Yeah, let's see. Glaive has stayed behind on the A side with an AK. Where is Device? Device is the only one with the UMP right now, but they're just going to kind of group up together. Shouldn't really be too much possible here for Neo. Just got to be holding on to that Deagle and Kevlar. I think that's the important thing, is that he's got the Kevlar helmet going into the next round. So Neo should be able to put up a bit of a fight. But the rest of his teammates are going to have to go for the eco here. And so this gives a big chance here for Astralis to continue to build that bank. They've got quite a bit of money already saved up. It's a totally different situation here, actually, from what we saw on Nuke, where Astralis were never really able to get a lucky break to go their way. VP just shut them down at every turn. Here, Astralis now, they actually have a fight early. 2-1 the score.
It looks like Virtus.Pro are trying for a bit of a stack towards B, with even the possibility for a very quick rotation out of Pasha. So they could maybe make that work if Astralis just walked in, but the Danish team is already scouting out the A-bomb side.
Clearing it, being very thorough. Device leading the way with the SMG. And Dupree as well there. He's got his back, and so they have that forward unit moving in for Astralis, and the rotation's already coming through now for Virtus.Pro up to the A site. They're starting to figure out that this is where the action might be. They're fully giving up on the B side, in fact. So this is just a gamble from VP. You have to take risks like this, especially when you have pistols. If Astralis decide to take the bait, this could be big. Neo finds the headshot on Dupree. Very little info still for Dupree to go off of, though.
Oh, Taz gets himself caught. That's unfortunate. One grenade is going to take care of him. It won't even matter. Pasha also went down. Neo trying the best that he can to save his team here with some more Deagle shots, but not happening this time. Device, he should be leading the charge with the UMP. He's got the health for it, so why not just go? If that Molotov had went down, both the VP players would already be dead because no way to get out from behind the truck there. But the bomb goes down in B. There really is not anything that VP can do about this, so it could have been much worse here. It looked like both Device and Dupree could have been down early on with almost no reply.
Yeah, a little bit risky there from Kjærby hanging back with that AK. If they rushed him as a pair, it might have got brutal, but instead, I do like the read from Astralis. No hesitation, rotate down to B, get that bomb once you start figuring out that there's a few too many players up here on A, and a very solid start coming through here for Astralis. 3-1 now before VP can finally go for the buy. They have that AWP in the hands of Snacks. Is there an AWP in play yet for Device? He only has the UMP. He can afford to throw that away. He has 8,500 in the bank right now, so he could go for the sniper rifle, but it doesn't look like that's part of the plan here. No slow play.
No, they're feeling very confident at the moment. Just want to keep fighting. We even saw this yesterday when SK were playing. I think there were a couple of rounds where Phelps had, 6,000 in the bank. He still just actually bought the UMP and kept playing with it, so it's not even that uncommon at this point.
VP feeling the pressure here. They've used a lot of their nades already. Zipnik's through the smoke. Tracks down Bialy.
That is incredibly unfortunate. And that smoke that actually was thrown by Taz. Was there any way that Bialy could have played around that if the first smoke had gone away? I just can't tell what that smoke is meant for at this point in time. Maybe it failed.
Delayed push. Coming in towards Monster now, and while VP, they haven't bought this. They haven't even started rotating back. It's just now where Snack seems to start thinking about heading down to B site to help out Taz. But VP have taken the gamble. They were expecting Astralis to get that opening pick on B, to expect the rotation, and work their way back up to A.
He saw that. Look at the instant rotation on the minimap. Taz, just one player spotted. He knows what's up, and this is not a good position to be in. Molotov is in behind the barrels, and they just wait for him to peek. He goes down, and the rest of VP should save this. There's no point in fighting now. They know that they're going to get smoked off. Look at how many smokes are left. 3 still. The one just going down there. They could just wait all day. So save these guns. Give up the fact that it's going to be 4-1 here as a scoreline. Astralis, in terms of forgetting about Nuke, this is the question that you asked, tell me, can they wipe it from their minds? I think definitely yes.
They have, yeah. This is a totally different ballgame that we're dealing with here. VP are the ones who are on the receiving end of the punishment. perfect round set up here for Astralis. They even deny the safe drop for Virtus.Pro in the next round as well. It's only 2 players surviving with rifles. Snax and Neo are just crossing their fingers, hoping that Astralis aren't going to come looking for him, but Astralis have so much money, they can afford to give up almost all their rifles, no problem. Snax will find the kill on Glaive, but now that's information for Astralis. They know where that AWP is playing from. Neo denies Device, though. He's going to open himself up to get flanked, however, and Xyp9x finds a kill on Neo. Snax is going to be the only one to survive here for Virtus.Pro.
Will survive with the AWP. I want to see VP use this orb aggressively in this round. Go up, go fight, especially if you're Snax, or I mean, even if it was Pasha or someone else opening with it, but I would love to see them run for it. I think playing with essentially just one chess piece here in the AWP and just putting it to the bomb side and waiting, it's just too reliant on luck, I feel like. So rather they try and fight with it early on. And actually, Snax is going to be put in position. He takes down Dupree, and he's got a bit of backup here as well to buy time, but Taz goes down. Snax, he has to stay alive. He has to do this all on his own. No scope! Midair takes down Device! The smoke is up to try and block him up, but this can really happen. Snax, such an incredible player. He goes out here with the grenade, throws it in. It very nearly gets the kill on Glaive, but he's still hiding in the smoke. He's losing his teammates, though. Where is Pasha? He needs the backup, and he's coming in from behind. He's got the C7. He's got Kjaerbye trapped in the corner. They might be able to do this. Already, it's a 2-on-2 here. This would be the round.
And Snax is realizing what's going on. It's going to be the rotate up to A site, but Xyp9x is going to be able to get the bomb plant. And before Snax can find him, fall back into an after plant position, even waiting for Snax. Attempt at the wall bang shot there from Snax. He was so close to getting it. And now this turns into the waiting game because Pasha is still stuck down on the B site. Snax has some info now, at least.
But it gets worse.
But yeah, exactly. He has no idea where the second player is coming from.
And Kjaerbye has a Molotov here. So if he throws that down on the stairwell, this round is done. Pasha, I'm not even sure he has enough time. He just kind of has to wait here. This is such a shame for Virtus.Pro. That defense from Snax is god tier. Stays alive and everything. Pasha just has to run up here. He doesn't have a kit, so yeah, there's no point in even pretending.
He's hoping to save that up.
Yeah, I was hoping. I think that was the plan, but it doesn't work out. My God, that could have been it. That could have definitely been it. Right team, right place, right time. And an incredible no-scope.
Exactly. That's where if you're Glaive, you're just like, please, can I catch a break? You know, like, you're just going for the rush because you're expecting the op at long. You're expecting for them to actually try and take a long-range fight. Instead, they put it in the one place that could have countered you. Look at that shot. Magical stuff there from Snax. But, I mean, that's what you're hoping for. If you're Glaive, just go barreling onto the B site and run into a bunch of pistols. You don't want the op there.
And here's the response from Virtus.Pro. Double AWP. Snax and Pasha both. They're bringing the big guns to the fight here against Astralis. They're 4 rounds down at the moment, and Pasha very far pushed up. He's got backup in Bialy, so I love this combination, and I love the aggression out of Virtus.Pro. I want to see them take this first half back in charge and just make sure they're the ones dictating the pace here.
Well, the last time on land they faced on Overpass, it was a 9-6 finish for Astralis T side.
Look at where Kjaerbye is. It would almost be too much if he managed to walk back around. He's infiltrated the lineup. Kjaerbye can win this round. If they all, the rest of them should wait right now. They've got more than a minute. Just let him do all the work here. And he's going to catch them falling back. There are 2 people coming back. Kjaerby's already heard it. He's going to have to take the fight with the first, but now Virtus.Pro have got to be very confused. They can maybe guess there's a second player out there. Snax gets the kill on Sip, so that's not bad, but now there's just confusion in the line for Virtus.Pro. Flashbang is in, and Kjaerbye picks up the kill on Snax. He's got a Molotov out the bank, and it's a 3-on-3. Kjaerbye moving with the spray, but Pasha there for the crossfire with the timing. Picks up Dupree as well. That is it. Papa Biceps coming into play, and Device all alone.
Too many targets for him to worry about. 1v3 now with 30 seconds left on the clock, and Device, he's got a man in his back as well. Neo has worked his way out from Connector. So 2 players in front of him on the site. 20 seconds now to find a kill. At this point, the clock is just running down solo. He's got the P250, so he's hoping for some running gun. But nobody on VP needs to make a mistake. Exactly, they can go for the little shoulder peeks. Taz, not going to do it. Instead, it's Pasha. Yet another kill for Papa Biceps. You're right, 3 kills for him in the round. And Kjaerbye tried to make it happen for his team, but they just weren't able to close in and team up with him. That's the problem. He was out there, yes, and he did a lot of work, but they were so slow backing him up.
If Kjaerbye gets 1 kill either at truck, or even if especially if he gets that kill on Pasha, the round is won by just a freak play. He snuck into Birthday while they were holding 2 long and 1 in connector, so he just managed to completely infiltrate the lineup there. Otherwise, I think Astralis lose that round way more quickly.
Well, double up and play once again here for Virtus.Pro, no problem. And Device expecting the same kind of aggression coming out from VP that we saw in the last round, the 2-push to top of long. Not this time, however. With the double up, VP are just kind of sitting back and waiting. Pasha's got that angle over at long, same as last round. And Snacks, he's thinking about rotating down to the B site to support the defense there. So 1:15. And Astralis just now starting to get ready to take over long and start getting some mid control here.
Yeah, very default setup for Astralis. Sip holding outside of B while the rest are clearing out the other side of the map. Somehow that flick does not hit. Didn't look like he would miss that shot, but now they know where the AWP is. And if they take the intel from last round that Bialy was over there with him, they can maybe guess again that it's a double setup over at long. They are ready at the boosters in. He sees it should be an easy enough kill. So Dupree not quite able to get the shot. And now they've been compromised. I think that was the big chance right there. Now Virtus.Pro should definitely know what's coming. The rotation is happening already. And there's a huge flank again from Neo. The spray is in. Bialy takes down Sip. Virtus.Pro starting to get back in this first half. But the reload happening. He can't get the AK out in time. And Device will run him down. There's another kill coming in on Taz. Pasha. He's got nothing to hide behind. He can't stay alive for very much longer. He needs to back up and it's not coming. The no scope happening on Dupree. Where's the rest of the team? Neo not quick enough with the flank. Device with the quad kill. Astralis, if they steal this round, this first half, he's going to be even more miserable for Virtus.Pro. Neo, he did it on Nuke. Can he do it again? Sneaking in, taking down Device. The spray is through 7 seconds. Neo with a 1-on-2 clutch. He does it. Unbelievable. That was so delayed.
When that push starts, Neo is at the top of long on T side. He's on the other side of the map. It took so long that it actually played in his favor. Astralis, we're expecting him to be camping CT, rotating down from A the usual way.
And by the way, Neo did double his kills in that round. He's got 4 now, and he had just 2 before. So talk about high impact.
That's what he has been able to deliver so far this tournament, Neo. He's had several 1vx situations that he's come out on top in that have saved VP. One of the winning factors here for Virtus.Pro. Snacks being a monster, and Neo going ham. Pasha, with the aggression, just pushes right through his own smoke.
Oh, but how did Glaive not win that fight?
That's a problem.
He obviously had the angle against him. That can't happen. So last time, I think Dupree had the chance to take out Bialy right away in the B bomb site when they did that boost. And this time, Glaive should have obviously won it. Those are some of the early engagement that you really need to win if you're playing a team as strong as VP.
The shot. Snacks has got it. Is there a flash to follow it up? No. What was that jiggle peek? A little bit slow and hesitant there, Kirby. And Snacks, now he is on fire. He is getting pumped up. 2 clean kills for him. Very quick work. And Zipnix and Dupree, the last 2 alive now for Astralis. The bomb is outside of B, so at least they have that going for them. They don't have to waste time running back somewhere else to pick it up. But with 35 seconds left, it leaves them very little time here to find the opening. Defense is solid here for Virtus.Pro as well. There are 3 up on A, but Bialy and Taz, they can just completely ruin them. And Neo, in fact, it's Neo here to support Bialy. Both kills for Virtus.Pro, and a very clean round in the end. 4 players surviving for VP. That's fantastic for their money.
And finally, they've broken the Danish economy here. 2,500 roughly across the board. And a flawless round for Virtus.Pro. Just very, very well played, especially with Snacks just taking on. They only lost 1 person in the last round, so they can start to build an economy of their own. It's taken a while, especially considering they won the pistol. This 4-5 scoreline is still intriguing. Astralis is going to try and put some speed behind this. Oh,
there we go.
What?
There we go. Oh, the HE to knock the AWP back, but he overshoots it. There's the shot. Glaive with the P250 headshot, the drive-by. Neo still alive on the side, holds his own, but he gets dinked through the smoke, and that's going to be a bit of a problem, has to back off. And now, Astralis, they actually succeed in getting the bomb plant. Device making use of the AWP. Finds the pick, and it's a 2-on-4 retake scenario now for Virtus.Pro.
Neo very low on health, but at least he gets a headshot. The bomb is down, but Astralis have no armor, so if it gets into an aim duel, rifle versus rifle, it could be for Virtus.Pro still. Neo taking the jump back here. He's going to go down to Device. 3rd kill here for him, and Glaive will pick it up, and a complete free ground again for Astralis. As soon as Device gets that headshot over at long, you can tell that they just weren't prepared for the speed that was coming up behind it. Stealing that round from Virtus.Pro, ruining their economy. This is the sort of round that brings up a 3rd map.
well, this could be the kind of play. Is Pasha capable of doing what Snacks did? Can he be in the right place at the right time to make this a close round? Because he's gone for the hero op. He's fully committed to this round. Whereas the rest of his teammates are saving. Pasha decides he's going to do the damage. Glaive holding very passively, though, this time. But this boost, it's perfect. It could have caught Glaive. The timing isn't going to work, though. Kirby catches BO3 peeking for info on short. And there's the opening for Astralis. They are close enough to take advantage of this.
Just Taz holding here with the C-set 75, and not really a chance that he could have made that work. Now I think it's about saving that AWP on our device with a grenade in hand. Snack's going to be quite happy about that kill. They save another AWP. If they can save both, that's at least the beginning of something for Virtus.Pro. But it will be 7 rounds here for the Danish side. And considering they're playing T-side overpass, they're going to be ecstatic about this situation. Kirby and Device on top of the scoreboard too.
Yeah, Device is certainly woken up. But it's so important that Pasha saves this AWP. For Snacks, he was saving. Now Pasha, boom, hits the shot on Dupree. Shuts him out of connector, but Glaive isn't too far away. Gets the wallbang shot on Zipnix as well. Pasha doing the damage right now, holding his own, but he's about to run right into the trap. Kirby around the corner, snuffs him.
Snacks is at least going to be able to live through the round, so they still save the 1 AWP. The economy is so bad for Virtus.Pro nonetheless. I mean, they can buy some rifles and try and put it in here, but it's not going to be too overwhelming in terms of grenades. No defuse kit currently picked up either. That does worry me. 7-4, moving into the 12th round, and everything seems to be going Astralis' way right now. They won the pistol Virtus.Pro, and then they won 3 rounds in a row, but then even those rounds, not enough to build a big enough bank to continue the buys. Kirby comes charging through, nearly gets Bialy killed, but they get 2 refracts in return, and Snacks and Taz as well. Now Virtus.Pro in trouble again. What is going on, Semler?
Some hesitation from Taz. Telling here, it's definitely going to cost them. Neo has rotated quickly back around, but there's so much time for Astralis to work with. They're waiting for more picks. No reason for them to take risks. They can sit and wait for you to walk into their crosshairs. Dupree finds the headshot on Neo, and it's on Pasha. He's rotated down to B. That's great, but the bomb isn't even committed yet, and they've already got the bomb site, Astralis. Everything is working for Astralis so far in this first half.
Pasha, they're going to realize where he is. Getting a kill on Dupree. For Astralis, they just need to not fight him one-on-one. Just get the bomb down, fall back. Even though everything is on track, the one way you can lose this 1v4 is if you do that. He's out in the open, and he does get another kill. He's not at all bad. He even gets a headshot there on Zip, so pretty impressive firepower coming out of Pasha. He's also top fragging for Virtus.Pro at 11 kills. That's really quite good, considering how far they are. They've actually used this smoke before. See how difficult it is for Virtus.Pro to see what's happening? Not bad.
Tricky stuff. And that puts VP on eco again. No op this time around from Pasha. He didn't have the money for it, only a 3,000. So they're going to be saving for that 14th round here, VP, and really they need to get the last 2. They need to get on 6. There's the shot device. The timing works perfectly for him this time, the HE, but it's only going to do a little bit of damage to him. Instead, he can back off. Make sure that this bomb gets rotated back around. In the meantime, his teammates have worked their way up short, and Neo's about to have a real rough time. Kirby hits the headshot instantly.
Like they're waiting for VP. They knew more people were coming around that corner. Taz is sneaking around. And we'll get a kill on Glaive, but the bomb is still in transit towards the B bomb side, which is under the control of Astralis right now. Kirby, some crazy spray coming out. Not going to be able to take down Bialy though. 2 versus 3 here. Sneaking in with the P250. Snacks, can he maybe stop the bomb from going down? It would have been fun if he could have got that kill on Sip. Not this time.
Well, bomb has been planted, the countdown begins. Curious to see if they're just going to keep repeatedly hitting towards this A site. So far, they've had a lot of success there. Astralis, they've definitely picked up on it as well. They've gone over there 9 times so far this half. So, I mean, why not? If it's working, if you're constantly able to run over Taz, run over Neo, just make it, I mean, make that your game plan until VP managed to change it up and actually make something work over there. So soon to be 9-4. And while VP now, it's about saving these guns. Bialy's got that AK.
Bialy, he's going to be far enough away. His device should not be able to find him in time here. 1 on 3. It will be a very, very tough first half here for Virtus.Pro. What can they do to get back into this, I wonder? Because they have tried for the aggressive long push. They've tried, obviously, to push all the way out to the fountain over on the A side of the map.
I like the push that we saw. The only issue is that Taz had a CZ75, but I do like the sewers push. You're getting the Molotov down quick into Monster. Yes, they run right through it, but if you're out fast enough between Bialy and Taz and you actually take the fight to him in sewers, I do like that approach because dupreeh goes there every round. Again, dupreeh right there at the entrance to sewers. And again, he gets very early sewers control here for Astralis. Xyp9x outside of Monster, and so towards B, they're set. But there's the pick from Pasha. This time it works. Glaive is gone. Device there to trade, and we're back into a 4-on-4. Can Kirby find Snax, though?
But they know that he's here. They have to know that Snax is here. Otherwise, that boost isn't even possible. They're going to try and see if they can push down Neo, but that's a big risk, and Snax has snuck his way in behind. He gets a long-range spray down against Device, leaving it 2-on-3. Here's a chance for Virtus.Pro to finally make this round work. Snax, he's got the angle, but Kirby gets the headshot. Snax losing his patience. You heard him running. Taz and Bialy now, 2-on-2. If Virtus.Pro can't win this round, then I'm not sure what's left.
And that's all they had to do is manage to get out of that situation. Kirby surviving and recovering the bomb because in the meantime, dupreeh, he's been over at B this entire time and he knows that nobody's pushed aggressively. And so this comes down to VP and they've split up as well. They aren't going to gamble on B. It's Bialy alone. So 2-on-1 now. And Kirby needs to win this fight. He's going to do it. Finds the headshot. Drops down to 8 HP. But he survives. And now it's Taz 1v2. And Taz has just got to leg it. He's got to get through connector as quickly as possible here.
Taz may have used a lot of his energy on that first map. He's got 5 kills so far on Overpass, and on the other side of it, Kirby seems to be recovering his major level. He's top franking at 18 kills. They have even a Molotov left on dupreeh, even though Taz has one as well. I don't think it will do as much for him. Flashbang is in, Taz can't see a thing, and Kirby coming in, a quad kill once again. 19 for him, and a 10-4 scoreline. This is Astralis saying, yeah, we're going to take this all the way.
There's frustration there from Taz. Definitely not pleased about it. I mean, now you're into double digits T-side for Astralis. And yeah, Kirby, who's one of the star performers for them, for Astralis, when he actually won, when they won the grand finals in the major, he stood out. And here, when you're thinking, well, he's the youngest player, he's the young star, is he going to be able to show us the level? Certainly delivering here, even after that performance on Nuke. And really, he was the only one doing damage on Nuke as well.
Double max 7, UMP, M4 and a scout. Obviously, symptoms that Virtus.Pro just have been having a really tough first half here. Pasha is playing close to the edge, and maybe if he could have got a flashbang in from Neo, but that never comes through. Neo does hit a headshot on Kirby, so bringing down the big fragger there and a follow-up on Device. Great play from Neo.
There we go. Neo, pure class. 3 kills. Wow. 3 players alive, rather 2 kills for him, but 3 alive for Astralis. Bomb making its way through restroom though, and they've left Xyp9x still outside of Monster. The taco spot turns away from Flash, and well, now they managed to work their way up onto A. That's a decoy on A side. It is completely open. Nobody from VP anywhere near.
They managed to sneak their way in. Virtus.Pro not going to be excited when they hear that bomb going down, and Sip. He doesn't realize that he's been hurt by Snax, so now there's a bit of a weird fight. Snax obviously has the upper hand because he realizes that Sip is running around here somewhere. They've checked out all of the A-bomb side for a good 15 seconds now, and finally they take care of Sip, and Glaive goes down. That's a big kill. dupreeh sneaking in here with the bomb. He gets a shot into Bialy, but still a 1-on-3. I think they may have taken a bit too long and maybe overthought things a bit here on the Astralis side. So the 15th round, dupreeh gonna go down to Snax, and 10-5, favoring the Danish side here. Obviously a very strong first half for them. Virtus.Pro, if they want to close this out 2-0, they're gonna have to really think this through.
Yeah, thank you, Neo, though. That's what VP are thinking at this point. Device missing that shot as well. That's uncharacteristic considering he had the angle. It should be a shot he hits every day of the week. But not this time. Still, what a scoreline and what a flip. I mean, really just showing that either of these teams are perfectly capable of just stomping out their opponents in one half. 10-5 for Astralis at the end of the first half. And so now, well, what are we going to see here from Astralis? Astralis CT side on the pistol. Are we going to see another B rush out of VP, though?
It could be. It's just such a big risk, I think. I mean, Astralis kind of showed why when you're going through. I think on Nuke, maybe it's more viable. On this map, because the early meta game for this map really was rushing B a lot with Tech9s, everyone has got so used to how to deal with it. I think it isn't quite worth it. But one smoke has already been picked up here from Bialy and Astralis. So far, all armor. Glaive, is he going to be the one to sacrifice? No, they're all going to go armor. They just want the long-range fight here. USPs versus Glock. And 2 smokes, in fact, on Virtus.Pro. That's a nice way to eliminate the advantage of the USP. If they can't see you, they can't really shoot you, can they?
Yeah, 2 smokes and 4 flashes. This is a lot of utility that VP are running, actually. Kjerby at long, aggressive. This is within the danger zone, though, but they're going to line up for him. 2 kills, maybe 3. Yes, 3 headshots. No! Device robs him.
He steals one of them, but I don't think Kjerby's going to be complaining at all. Otherwise, he was going to get run over. That was such a risky position. There's the 3rd headshot. Kjerby looking for more. There's the quad kill. All of them headshots, and look at that. Arms out. He knew what he just did. That is almost certainly the map here for Astralis. 11-5. And Kjerby, such a young player. 24 kills in 16 rounds. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a monster, but this isn't done yet, Anders, because they won the pistol. VP in the first half on CT side, equally flashy fashion as well, and then they proceeded to lose the follow-up round versus the Force Buy. Now VP with the Tech9s, they can be a real force of nature as well, moving together as a group. 4 players just go cascading out onto long here, and nobody is peeking this from Astralis. Nobody looking for the long fight. Virtus.Pro can walk right up onto the A site here. It's up on device now. He's going to have to spot them as soon as possible here. Otherwise, there's going to be very little warning for Astralis.
They actually divert the bomb back into restrooms. If they had kept going long, especially because they have the 2 smokes, I think that could have been a very powerful way to get into the A bomb side. Now Kjerby's realizing that something is up. He's going to smoke off one angle, but they're just going to come running through, and he gets caught entirely snatched with a great timing. Device now has to stay alive. He needs backup quick. He gets the 1 kill, keeps spraying. They line up for him, and he actually does get a lot of damage into Pasha, but not enough to really get the kill. 3-on-3 here, with at least a chance for Virtus.Pro to upset the situation, and that would be at least a beginning of a comeback.
That will get you fired up if you're Virtus.Pro, and they've got all the after-plant situations under control now with 2 M4s, the angle being held by Pasha. Nice attempt here by dupreeh, but he's not going to get it done.
Very confused about how Glaive was so far away then. Sip looking for it, but he goes down, and Glaive is now only just showing up at the bomb site, so he should just fall back. There's not really any point in trying to fight any longer here. Sneaking up with the UMP on the other side, gonna run right in and take out Neo, looking for a secondary shot. It will eventually go down, and it will be Virtus.Pro stealing away the round, just speeding the timing. You see, the second that Kjerby realizes, oh wait, they're all restrooms, he puts out that smoke, but because they're so close on the right-hand side, they don't respect it, they just run through. But Glaive was so far away that in the 3v3, they had to wait until the bomb was practically blown up by the time he would have been there.
And well, look at this. There's balance in the universe, Anders. Win the CT pistol doesn't mean anything. These 2 teams are so good on T side that even with the Force, they're able to make it work. 11-6. And VP now, they save 2 M4s. They've got the AK, 3 UMPs. Standard fare. Whereas Astralis, they aren't fully committing to the buy. This is a kind of double eco scenario. They have spent money, but it's only like a half buy from them. So interesting. Not willing to take any unnecessary risks and give VP a window back into this. Instead, trusting in their CT round once they get the buy going.
And that's what they should do. The only way for VP to make this even again is if they win the next 5 rounds, or the next 4 rounds like Astralis did. They're better to just slow it down, I think. They've got such a big lead still.
Oh, I like this positioning. Kjerby not going to be able to look over the smoke, and they were even putting some shots through VP. Might have just barely spot him as it bloomed. But they are setting up for the split onto A. They can still rotate. They aren't fully committed. Bialy finds Xyp9x. That was in connector, and so now they have an avenue over onto B. And because they haven't shown the bomb, they haven't shown anything. Astralis still a bit in the dark.
I do like this position from dupreeh. He knows he's alone on B, so he's going to go pretty aggressive with it. I think that's a smart move. If he can pick up a fast kill on someone who won't expect him to be this far out, maybe they can still win this. It's 30 seconds on it, and you can tell that Pasha's aware that something might be going on. Bialy there, but he still goes down. Follow-up kill, 3 bullets in the deagle. He just cannot get it done. And there's Pasha rotating in from the tunnel. Glaive and Kjerby, I don't think they can stop this bomb from going down. They shouldn't be able to win this round at this point here. Very well done for Virtus.Pro in slowing it down once they hit trouble over at A. Just make sure they get in and get the bomb down. And there's Pasha. Nice shot on Kjerby.
The mid-round call based off of the kill from Xyp9x, or the kill on Xyp9x rather. That was very smart from Neo. And so now, well, they continue to survive here, Virtus.Pro. They save the 2 M4s at least, but they lose the AK, so that's not too good for VP, but still. They have the money for the buy, and they know they're going up against another eco round here. Astralis this time around, it's even lighter. 3 USPs, a Deagle, a P250, no grenades. And so VP, they could be looking, I mean, they could have taken a risk and gone for just a bully kind of play, just the rush. But they're content to take their time.
A big stack from the Danish side, hoping that Virtus.Pro will eventually show up, but as you saw in the last round, there's no good reason why the Polish team would want to do that. It's much better to just get a scout in, see how many people are on a bomb site, and eventually, once they commit to the execute, they've got all the grenades. So even if Astralis is stacked on the A bomb site, they won't be able to stand anywhere.
Yep, Dupree knows they're in mid now. He hears them stepping around. Looking for the headshot, and he gets it again. Bialy, back-to-back rounds. Getting digged to the face by Dupree. That can't feel too good, but Taz is in position, and he will get both trades. Taz, the 2 kills that stops that flank. Bomb has been planted already, and Astralis, no real way for them to get onto the site.
No, none at all. Re-smoked by Snacks, so a clear message here. Don't even think about it.
I'm just curious. I want Neo to work his way back to Bialy's corpse so he can pick up the rifle.
It's just holding on. Astralis probably hoping that they can get someone to go out with the bomb if they stick around long enough. That Molotov raining down fire on Device.
Okay, you should be able to make it back in time. It's up in birthday. Bialy, talk to your teammates.
Yeah, there's no reason why they wouldn't save that rifle, but
there we go.
Bomb goes up with Sip, and no one there to blow up with him. I think that was the goal. 8-11, 3 rounds now. That's how close they are to Astralis, who can finally buy. And not really the greatest buy either. This is kind of how it went. I mean, Virtus.Pro won the pistol and they lost the next 5 rounds. Astralis, pretty close to experiencing the same thing.
No AWP for Device. He has to go for a FAMAS instead, but they are prioritizing the nades. This is the difference. You can see just how many grenades they have to work with because they haven't really fully committed to 4 spies. Astralis, they're counting on their CT defense with the support of the utility. Smoke down on Monster, but the timing is too late. It's just off, and Bialy finds the opening, gets revenge for the past 2 kills on Dupree. And Zipnik's falling back. He has to wait for the cavalry to arrive because his 3 teammates were pushing mid.
Taz overstepping the line there. I'm not sure why he needed to do that. They already had the chance to get the bomb down. That's very risky indeed. 4 on 4. Now the retake is on, and there's not going to be any big flank coming here. This is just going to be brute force all the way in. I love the fact that Bialy's falling so far back, so he's sure that they only have to focus on one position here. Astralis, it's do or die time. If they can't win this round, there's every chance for Virtus.Pro right back in the game. Snack's gonna get the spray on Glaive, but shot in the back by Device. 3 on 3, the bomb ticking on the site. Kirby, the only one with the kit currently picked up, and he's dropping in health as well. Device trying to move in, but Sip is dropped, and now Astralis, is it time to back out? Device gets the kill, long range spray coming in. Bialy staying alive, and Device has to give up. He's got the triple, but he can't win the round. It'll be 9-11, still favoring Astralis, but Virtus.Pro absolutely alive in the second half here.
1 round closer, and we're just seeing how powerful this T side is for VP. There was definitely a chance there for Astralis to make their way back into it, considering Taz overstepping himself, giving up the man advantage, turning it into a 4 on 4. But when it matters most, this was Bialy's round. He had a rough couple of rounds before it, but he bounced back in the key round that's going to make the difference here for Virtus.Pro because now they're primed to tie things up. There's only the Hero AK left on Device. Dupree has spent money on Kevlar, but it's a very light buy here for Astralis. They're trying to save up. There's the flash opening. Taz definitely not going to get caught by that.
No, I think he actually heard Device running to begin with, so he had a very good idea that someone was going to be in that position. This is really history repeating itself from the first half. And that 1 Hero AK, they've done a good job, Astralis, even just with the Deagle, so it's not impossible, but Bialy's already realized they're pushing up this far. Glaive coming in on the other side. Virtus.Pro just waiting, they don't care.
Yeah, he wasn't able to get a head count, it seems. So this is a little bit problematic for VP. What is going to be the call? All they know is that there's been aggression in B, but they don't know how many bodies were there. Just looks like they're content to sit and wait. They haven't seen much in mid either, apart from the early smoke and the aggression from Taz to start, or rather from Device.
Now they're going to realize, and they're going to check every corner, especially because Glaive was this far up, so I don't think there's a problem for Virtus.Pro. Again, these grenades are going to make all the positions very hard to hold, and Neo walking in before the grenades even land with the AK, he's realizing there's not a stack on this bomb site. Kirby close with the pistol, but Viali ready. And now the bomb is going to be going down. There's nothing Astralis could do to really stop that from happening. It's a good kill for Glaive, but it's really Device with this AK. If they wanted to hero this round back, now is the time, and Dupree actually picks up a kill as well. They've got him isolated in the corner. Snacks and Taz, they're back on the ramp there. That could be a problem. Grenades are coming in now. Astralis trying for the retake. Snacks is down, and now it's Taz in the back. He gets the spray, and Womber walks into Dupree. Triple kill, and Astralis steal a round away. Unbelievable.
Off of a hero AK as well. There was so little else to work with there for Astralis, but they got every shot in the end.
Oh, those two positions. So when one is on the left-hand side, like here, where Snacks is coming out, and Taz is all the way on the right, that can be a really big problem, because for Taz to help out Snacks as he's coming out of the tunnel, he has to step so far out that he's going to get shot from the bomb side anyway. It feels like it might have been a sort of a crossfire, but it really isn't. They're actually in very bad positions at that point in time. 12-9. And now Astralis, surely that's going to give them the momentum and the boost that they needed.
And now they've got a real chance here, Astralis. It's so painful to lose eco rounds, not only obviously because you're going to fire Astralis up, but because you have to spend so much money. All of your bank that you were developing, that eco round, you're supposed to be farming money if you're VP. Now they've spent everything they had. Astralis have a real chance now to just shut them out. So 12-9 for Astralis. And now, well, Bialy, again, Bialy's been very effective with these first kills. He's going to get caught in the back, however, Dupree gets the drop on him, but still, 4-on-4. This situation should now favor VP.
They use that last Molotov, but not where Kirby's standing. So if they don't hard check it, this could be bad. Neo running in, and Kirby turns around for what he thought was going to be a flashbang coming in. Device, oh, he guesses the timing and takes down Snacks. He's going to try and shoot through the box, but not quite at the right angle. 3-on-3 for the retake. Taz goes down as well. If Astralis win this round, they won't have the money, Virtus.Pro. It's going to be a really big problem. Neo, great headshot, taking him down, but he can't rotate quick enough, or can't get the angle quick enough. Device will drop him for a triple kill of his own. He's almost tied with Kirby. 23 on Device, 24 on Kirby, and a 13-9 lead here. With the bomb plant, I guess they could buy AKs on 3. It's a risk, though.
They have to. I don't think they can let Astralis get up to 14 rounds. You have to go for the buy if you have this much money. Neo has enough even to drop an AWP if that's what they want to go for. And there's the timeout called from Virtus.Pro this time. So the 1 2-minute timeout that each team has, and VP are deciding to use it now. I mean, to me, watching Neo, like watching how these individual players are going for it, right? Bialy's great at the beginning of the round. He's finding these opening kills. Neo, obviously there, just so calm and collected. It just feels like right now they need to give a little bit of time here for Taz, for Snacks, for Pasha to breathe a little. Because you're seeing just a little bit of, like, just a little shakiness there that's uncharacteristic of those players. I mean, you're talking about real veterans here. They should not be making these mistakes.
There would be an element of justice as well if Virtus.Pro could come back from this scoreline. I mean, it's not quite 13-7 like it was on Train in the Major, but still, I think Astralis mentally feel like right now this is it. This is the lead that we need. It's big enough that we can win the map and put it in a third one. And see if the timeout is going to make a big difference here. It's also curious, isn't it? If you look at the scoreboard for Astralis, Sipnix and Glaive have got 9 and 8 kills, and then on the other side it's 24 and 23. So this is not, I mean, it's obviously a team effort, but there are some players here that are doing a lot more work than others.
Yeah, Kirby in particular. Man, is still a monster. Did cool off just a little bit after the first, but he's still looking very solid. Device as well has woken up. He was absent on Nuke. This is the real difference maker here for Astralis. They have their 2 heavy hitters with Dupree not too far behind. And while VP, again, just so consistent across the board, it's nuts. When you look at Virtus.Pro, you never really see anybody bottoming out. It's just everybody in the mid-teens. No real weakness there.
The timeout is about to run out. I still think Virtus.Pro have got the right basic idea. They're very good at taking over restrooms and sewer. They're not losing that many players and getting that part of it in. They just need one execute that works. And I don't see any reason to make any really drastic changes here on the Polish side.
No, it's going to come down to, this is why I think it's the perfect time for a timeout, right? Give your players a chance to breathe, because they're getting onto bomb sites, right? Bialy's finding opening kills, and VP are then making the correct decision to then get onto the site behind it, right? They're taking advantage of Bialy's work. The only issue here is that Astralis right now have had very successful retakes. And a lot of that comes down to VP, the communication, knowing when to peek, knowing how to help each other when you're holding the site. Astralis have the edge there, and so that's got to be what Neo's talking about right now. You know, just calm down, breathe, and let's get into a situation that's going to open up and favor us, because Bialy, once again holding Monster, looking for the spray onto short, not going to find it, and Taz just goes solo into sewers. No fear from him.
A bit dangerous indeed. They have a pretty big stack on B early on in this round. Device, if anyone tries to walk through, Snax was over by the connector as well. If they try and get in there, that could be lethal. But also, if he looks the wrong way here, Taz, you can tell, can get an angle on him. So timing is everything right now. Oh, Device. I'm not sure if you've seen him. The gun barrel might show. This is a kill that can make a big difference. Device looking for it as well. Does he have an idea, or is he just checking out a reflex? It's not quite clear at the moment.
It's too tense, Sanders. I can't handle it. Taz just, I mean, how long are they going to hold that boost? They have to know that somebody's there, but they finally give up on it. Enough is enough, and Device decides he's not being proactive enough with this AWP. Although Zipnix is still up on the HUD, so it looks like they're going to go right back to it after using some nades.
He's very risky. They try and jump to look for Taz, but he's in a great position, unable to be spotted. And they are coming in towards the monster tunnel here. Pasha's going to make some noise over at A, and I wonder if that's enough to distract Astralis for them to fall back. One grenade in. Buys a bit of time, but look at the clock. 30 seconds left. Virtus.Pro, they are cutting it very late here. This setup is great, but Bialy, what an entrance. Now Dupree's on the other side, spraying furiously. They line up, and Dupree gets a quick double kill. Device with a shot on Taz. And Pasha, he's making the noise over here, but it doesn't matter. The bomb is down with 15 seconds here. Oh God, Dupree with that triple kill. That's all they needed. In spite of Bialy, clean cut, cleaving the head right off of Zip.
Again. Bialy just able to provide these opening kills, but VP, they're just not capitalizing. Another round on the board here for Astralis, and Astralis really felt like they just dialed in on that round, going off the information. Initially, Device, he knew that Taz wasn't able to back off, it seems, sensed it, and eventually got his kill, but this is the big play right here. Stacking up, lining up. And well, that was Dupree's round, surely. 14-9. WMP double rifle. Very light on the grenades, and is it time to just go for the early aggression again here, Virtus.Pro? Device is not having any of it. He was just hoping that someone would go for the peak mid, but it's not happening this time. Instead, some action connector perhaps.
Oh, great wallbang. Taz dropping quite low, but he still lands that headshot on Dupree. It looked like he was so slow as well. Walking into it, probably going to upset Dupree quite a bit. There's a good entry frag for the 1 AK that they do have here. Are they going to try for another clever boost over the wall to try and see if anyone is there? Not going to get a chance this time either.
This is just Taz's turf. Just content to sit and wait if they're going to try and get control of sewers back, but Astralis, they've rotated up to A. And this time, it's still just Device, but he's looking towards Monster, towards T-spawn now. So he's looking for that shot on Bialy later on. Instead, it's going to be action up on A here. Kjaerbye and Glaive about to be tested. Kjaerbye holding on long.
Yeah, this position didn't work last time. Neo made sure to check it. And again, they smoke it off. Glaive trying to buy the time with the counter Molotov out. 40-second spray. Looked like that was very nearly going to connect, but not this time. They re-smoke it again, and Virtus.Pro getting through here won't be easy at all. More grenades landing. Taz goes down to Device, and now the flashes are in, but Kjaerbye's still hiding behind him. He's going to execute both. Continues to spray. Very out of bullets, and Bialy is finally going to get the refrag there. Taz, or Snax with the UMP. Still a 2-on-2 here. 18 seconds. Where's that bomb plant happening?
You need to get in there. Snack's going to be able to cover his teammate as Bialy sticking the plant. Snack spots a man in bank, and now it's all on Bialy. Bialy, you've been very good at the beginning of the rounds. Now you need to clutch it for your team. 1v2. Device and Zipnix have to realize where he's playing from as well. They've got the angles on the boxes covered, but they've left it long enough. They're going to have to start pushing in here, and there's the angle, but he doesn't get the shot. Zipnix survives with 5 HP.
As map point here for the Danish side, 15-9, and I love the wallbang through the box again. It's highly underused in my opinion. Very, very good job.
They've been getting some great double sprays. Dupree's, Kjaerbye's here at the end. But you're right, map point. All of the money necessary here for Astralis to finish strong, and VP, because they got that bomb plant, they actually have something to work with as well. They have the AKs, handful of nades. And now is it early aggression B? It does look like they want to change things up, perhaps. looking for the split into connector, but no, the bomb is staying in mid, so might be a little bit slower here for Virtus.Pro. Instead, aiming for Source control.
It's unbelievable how well Device and Kirby are playing in this map. If not for that, Astralis don't win this at all. Dupree wins the first fight there with a bit of help from Sip. Brings out Taz, who was doing so well over at Sewer, and now next in line, Pasha's going to be going down. Not really great here. Virtus.Pro fighting to keep this map alive. They don't obviously want to go to the third one, but it looks like they might not have a choice.
Yeah, tough for Pasha. He was so desperate to trade the kill on Dupree. Zipnix was ready and waiting for it, though. That push on short cost him, and now the man advantage here for Astralis. 2 players on B, and soon to be 2 holding passive A as well.
This is exactly the sort of situation where I wish they would go to that position that Taz was holding and try and boost to look into the B-bomb side. That would be a great way to get opened, and because they don't have that many grenades, it's not like they can all group up outside and go for really beautiful execute. You need some sort of tricky play to bring this round back.
Where is Bialy? He's taking point right now, so he wouldn't even be able to get the smoke down to block off upper. It's going to come down to flashes now.
Look at where Glaive is coming from. He has a Molotov, so if they try for that bomb plant, it's not even going to happen. There's the spray coming in. Sip, he's finally going to go down, but the damage is already done to Neo and Snacks. They're very low on health for 25 seconds. Dupree gets a kill, and Neo, the last one left. He goes down to Device, 16-9, and Astralis bring this grand final, or so this semi-final, into the third map. Just a bit of a slip there. It was the grand final last time, but what an amazing second map. 26 kills on both Device and Kierbu. That engine, that duo, bringing it to a third map.
And this is going to be the true strength, because now you're going into home turf here for Astralis as well. Ending strong on both maps. Overpass. Very strong map choice for Astralis, but Train as well. So it's not going to get any easier here for Virtus.Pro. And we all remember how it went at the major finals. If you haven't watched that match, go back and watch the VOD. Definitely worth.
It can't get better, can it? What a great way, what a great map to finish this series on. If Virtus.Pro are going to get a chance to say, well, obviously what we need now is that same 13-7 situation. That would be interesting. Get the full historical replay. It's very, very exciting, obviously, and it's only the first semi-final sim. Like, we've still got North and SK playing. We've still got a grand finals today.
You still have Danish hope.
Yeah.
You've actually doubled up on this, Anders. In terms of like gambling, you're coming at it from both sides.
Yeah.
You're trying to maximize your odds here.
But yeah, all lose everything, as is the most common result in Vegas. But
can't happen. All right, we're gonna throw it to the desk real quick to hear what the analysts have to say.
Thanks, you two. Yes, just echoing Anders' sentiment there, that the fact that it goes to Train is just perfect. Yeah. For us here at the desk, for you guys at home, and just for any Counter-Strike fans who could possibly want to see that grand final replayed. It comes to Train, Duncan, of course joined by Chad Birchall and Janko 1K Punovic, and myself and Machine. It does. It goes down to Train. We get to see the match where VP, having multiple public platforms, said, we threw the game. We did not lose the game, we threw the game.
Sure.
This is just, it's perfect. Everyone enjoys a storyline like this.
Yeah, absolutely. But the interesting thing is, obviously, we've had a very different series to last time.
Yes.
I mean, the whole reason why it doesn't really matter who wins this one in terms of deciding who really should have won the other one is that the other one informs this game entirely. Like, for example, this game we just saw now on Overpass, very different tone to it, This time, Astralis, they're very dominant on T side. This time we didn't get all the great epic plays that you used to from VP, They kind of shut it down when they were on their T side. They had a lot of problems. And obviously this time Device did turn up, That was the big problem in the last final, was even on the Overpass they won in narrow fashion. Device was kind of a bit absent on that one.
Yes, and a very different Overpass. This is where I can turn to you, Chad. What stood out to you from a gameplay perspective, giving the Danes the edge?
VP's T side, they were finding the opening kills quite often, but the problem was they weren't able to convert, and normally they're really good at that. So they looked a bit lost in their mid-round decision-making, just seemed like they were fumbling over themselves and then going into the last 20-30 seconds of the round without a clear plan, and they were just getting multi-killed and slaughtered when that was happening. But ecos, they were getting ecoed again. Same thing we saw happen on Nuke, but they were able to be dominant throughout the gun rounds. This time, it actually impacted their economy. It really hurt them. It slowed them down, and saw it on the scoreboard.
You certainly did. You saw the scoreboard there. Bialy, though, did show up. I know you suggested he can be sometimes a non-factor, Janko. At least Bialy is on all cylinders, ready for the third map.
I mean, he had 120 ADR in the first map, so now averaged at about 100. I think it's always Bialy being a player that we always talk about, extremely mechanically strong. So always a good sign for him on a map like Train, right? When you go into that execute, when you go on yard, he's the second or the third guy coming in. If he's on point, he gets those trades and he gets you the bomb plant. And obviously, at that point, it's much easier to play out the round. It's always difficult if you're getting shut down without even getting to the bomb site.
Yeah, and just sticking with you for a moment, when we are going into Train, I think it's actually probably more beneficial for all of us if we turn our attention to that as opposed to breaking down Overpass. Was there any like blaring points wanted to be made about Overpass before we move on?
I just want to say how there was a round where Bialy was taking a fight with an AK. This was versus Nico.
Sure.
And he was fighting the player at Heaven. The player only had a pistol. Now, people would say that's not an unfavorable duel for someone with an AK, obviously, but it was a fight he didn't need to take. So it was just an unnecessary fight.
And that led to a round loss.
Yeah, and they lost that round.
Just don't get decoed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top advice, there you go. We'll move to Train then, which is where Astralis did manage to go ahead and lift that trophy in Atlanta. The determining match now, excuse me, the determining map is about to start. Yanko, Astralis favorites on Train?
I think it's 50-50, probably. I mean, I don't think we're going to see the same Train we saw at the major. You know, VP being up 7-0 early on the T side, and then the miraculous comeback and all of that stuff. So, again, the second map a lot different than the first one, more mistakes. So I'm just hoping for like a game that's pretty clean, yeah, in terms of CS. So it will come down to who outplays who.
Chad, he's looking for some clean CS. Now, Train, what have we got to look out for here?
It looks like when VP are getting in trouble, they're pulling out the double AWPs like later in the half. Maybe pull that out earlier because it seems to be successful for them. So maybe go to that early. One of the things that we need to make note of is the way that Astralis approached that T side. When they played in the final, they went to aggressive plays when nothing else was working. I wonder if their tone will be different and they'll start out a bit more aggressive to catch VP off. We're just going to have to wait and see who wants to set the pace, I think.
Now, actually, we've just heard we do have the Weatherman set up. We do have just an opportunity for Yanko to jump onto Stats Helix and give us one little extra insight of Overpass.
Take a quick stroll, Alex. We don't have time.
Make it quick.
So, like this one is, as Duncan also pointed out, actually I think he tweeted it out, the Danish teams, all the Danish in-game leaders are really good at having like strats where you're explosive towards the B bomb site. And this was actually the second round of the game, right? Astralis on a Tech 9 force buy against a full bot VP. VP just coming off from a stomp. So this is like Astralis, if they lose this round and are forced to eco, you're scared that maybe VP just, you know, runs away with the game. So you can see early on they're a bit spread around. They want to force VP back, gain some map control, and you can see how with the limited amount of resources that they have, only 3 smokes and a flash, they'll be able to go into that B execute towards the bomb. So you can see the smokes falling down. So this is basically one of the more common setups where the players will be behind these smokes and just hold passive lines into the bomb site because they have the advantage with rifles. So Astralis is to an extent expecting that. They have an execute in place which counters a setup like this. They want to be able to get close range with the Tech 9 because that's where they have a fighting chance. And you can see how they will together push up into the bomb site, manage to overwhelm the defenders who are caught a little bit in the middle of nowhere. You know, you could see Neo and Bialy in front of the smoke, some of the players behind the smokes, and the all-important second round, the force buy, is won by Astralis, and that gives them momentum coming into the second map.
Yeah, just on that, you saw Taz staying behind the smoke as Neo jumped off Heaven to go help Bialy in the pit.
Right.
If Taz had pushed forward, you know, they could have had more people fighting, or Neo could have just gone, hey, Bialy, you're screwed, mate, you're on your own, and just left him to die. And then had it, instead they kind of got caught in decision making. So you want to be pretty decisive in those kind of moments.
Okay, perfect. Well, Train is about to begin. I'm receiving word that they are already locked and loaded, and so we are going to go ahead and take a quick break. Now, you are watching on the stream, but if you are interested in watching it in an entirely different way, Sliver does exist. Get the VR goggles on and have a little look through this walkthrough.